And we got one here. We got Yari M Photography. Whoever fixed the road on Felspar between Norma and Peg did a very sloppy job, and it is not smooth at all. Really wish it would have been done right. Hello, this is Danny Leroy, your street supervisor. Just want to give you guys a quick update with what's been going on and what's happening in the future. Over the last few weeks, we've been working on the big major cracks on Ridgecrest Boulevard, doing a mastic seal and crack seal. Other projects going around town, we've been grinding and recapping the 200 block of Sanders, and we've been doing weed abatement throughout the town. And over the next few weeks, you're gonna see the crews bouncing around to the major street intersections and major streets, prepping and getting ready to mastic on those streets. So watch out for them, guys. And at the moment, we got a couple guys doing our own cold mix. We'll be using most of that product on the south end of Farragut and then various projects throughout town. In other news, I got a nice stack of applicants. With your guys' support, we get to bring in another personnel onto the city streets to help maintain what's been going on with the ongoing projects as well. Okay, now I'm gonna address some of the comments that was left from the first video that I made, and let's see what we got here. We got Steve Smith. Is the city responsible for Mahan in between Dolphin and Bowman? This one is the narrowest road and the traffic traveling in both directions. Yeah, that is a narrow road right there. We are currently at 60% in design, expected to see construction in the spring of 2025. What we got here? Dan Slay. So what about striping the roads, schools, Norma, California, and a few other streets? Yes, so right around this time last year, we striped all the schools, and as soon as we get our new thermal striping paint up and running, we're gonna have a few days of classes on that, and then we'll be right to work on striping a lot of the roads around town. Teresa Blue. Hi, Teresa. Our streets was done a few weeks ago, and they are beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for the comment. Thank you very much. David Thomas. Please move 300 block up Helena up the list. David, you're right. Your road is horrible and it needs to be moved up the list, but we are coming out with that plan and you'll be expected to see it here soon. How about Bermuda weed and removal from gutters? Not sure who was responsible for this, but it blocks the drainages, and you're absolutely right. We are responsible for the drainages. We do a lot of weed removal out of them and any kind of debris. We will remove any of that. If you could report any of that kind of stuff on the city website, there's a link on there. You can put any defects that you got, and we could address some of them. But you are right. We are aware of some of them, and thank you for letting us know. And we got one here. We got Yari M Photography. Whoever fixed the road on Felspar between Norma and Peg did a very sloppy job, and it is not smooth at all. Really wish it would have been done right. I haven't been back since it was slurried on that street, but we could address that. Maybe look at it and see if we can do some sort of other repair, or maybe it was one of the streets that we were going to come back and do a second coat on it. So I'll keep in mind on this one, and we'll try to address that for you. What we got? Kaylee Paris. When can we expect North Randolph, Vicky, and Sidnor to get done? We have loose gravel that kicks up rocks up on the sidewalk and causes problems for the kids riding scooters and skateboards on the sidewalk. So that street there was it was a chip seal on that street, and we have to get back on there and do a slurry. And once we do the slurry, it'll come a cape seal. It is on the list, and we just need to make time, and we will be out there to actually put that cape seal back on it. So in the future, that will be averted. That problem will be averted for you. What we got here? Bricksmith. Sorry, I don't. So why can't you guys do this in the evening time? For one, it's cooler and less risk of heat stroke for those working. For two, it's less traffic. Is there a reason for the day of time? I see folks in cities going all night, and yes, you are correct. The majority of our streets are in residential areas. So there is a noise ordinance that we are working with. At this time, we are having the guys that are doing the major cracks throughout town. I had them shift whoever wanted to shift their schedule, they can come in early and then leave early to just beat the heat. But that is something, that we take in consideration. That's a good question. Thank you. Let's see what we got here. Tim Sims. Hello, Danny. We really need some weed abatement done on China Lake Boulevard. Weeds are all around the curbs and looks bad when driving around town. Thank you. We just need something I noticed while driving around town. Much appreciated. If you need any help, just ask. Hey, thanks for the offer, Tim. Parts of China Lake would be the south, or actually it's the northbound from Ridgecrest Boulevard. That is Caltrans. I see what you're talking about, and we are attempting all the ones that we are in control of, and those are being addressed at the moment. Adam Alsla. Hello, Danny. I was wondering why your crew was about to start. I remember this one, Lucille Court. Then started a job somewhere else. Is Lucille Court still on the go? Thank you for taking the time to update us. Yeah, not a problem for the update. I do remember this street, and that was my fault. I was working on an old map. You seen we were probably slurring all around Lucille. It came to a stop because that street will be a complete repave. So if you notice, about 4 weeks ago, I did 2 core drills for the engineers to look at the base of the asphalt and stuff like that. So that's coming up. That's going to be a brand new road for you. So thank you. Phyllis Bunker, any plans for Balsam? And yes, we're currently exploring to do some renovations to it for temporary and long term, make it more ADA. I think there's a lot of ADA compliant issues over there, and we want to set that more up for our farmers market and some of our night on Balsam streets and stuff like that. So you'll be expecting to see some progress being done on Balsam Street for sure. Jim Carr, what about Peg Street? All the streets around us have been done, and North Peg is an orphan. Yes, so last year we did a big portion of Peg Street, and the north section of Peg is going to be on that 5-year plan, and it's going to be within that 5-year plan. It will get done. Thank you. Justin Mason, very professional post, Annie. Thanks for the updates and show of face from the Ridgecrest. Keep up the good work. Hey, Justin, thank you for the positive comments, and I appreciate everyone's comments that are been posted here. We're happy to get all this information out to you guys. You guys need to know of what's going on in Ridgecrest, and in the future we'll be doing more of these, so thank you, everyone.